Morning all. Alright, so for today, I'm wearing my Eagle Fang karate shirt along with my Cobra Kai jacket because it's chilly in here. So it's getting chilly. But we're going to start off today with the countdown. So with my outfit, and I went with a Whalers hat because why not? It really doesn't matter. And I will say that with these jersey videos, with the view counts being a lot lower, it feels like a more intimate experience, doesn't it? Like it's just this closeness between myself and those who are collectors like myself. I assume most of the people watching are going to be collectors like myself. So let us journey into the top 400. Number 400 is the current home jersey. So there's been a lot of rumblings about whether or not they're going to use the orange jersey as more than just a third, if this is going to be the one they use on a regular basis. This is the Leon Dreissitel. I got this one through, I believe it was through Pro Hockey Life. So yeah, and everything's on sale because they're getting the new jerseys in. So this is an arrow ready. And yeah, I don't know why I looked for a button. It's a third jersey. There were no buttons on third jerseys because there weren't any the first year. The buttons are only on first year jerseys. So, my bad. But yeah, so this one's 400. And to me, it's just kind of, well, I've never been a huge fan. And yeah, so there you go. Number 400. And there's the Oilers again. Number 399. There's two ways to look at this. This is the 75th anniversary jersey they did a throwback to, or it's a Detroit Falcons jersey. Either way, I think of it as the Red Wings 75th anniversary. There's no name or number on this. I know that Sports K jerseys have had a Gordie Howe. They've also had, I think they've had a Steve Yzerman in this design as well. This one's a blank, and I mean it's one of those times where, again, with Detroit, you look and you go, there's so much you could have done on that 75th anniversary. So many fun designs to go back to. It seems like an odd choice, right? But again, it's a word mark jersey, and we know that word mark jerseys tend to be towards the lower end of the countdown. But hey, $3.99. Number 398 is this Carolina Hurricanes jersey, which is just your standard red jersey with a couple of white stripes on it. And while I like it, and I do, it still ends up being at 398 on the overall countdown. So I wore this one in a video recently. We'll see whether or not I'm wearing this one in a video about whether or not Montreal matches the Kotkaniemi thing, and if I'm wearing a Carolina jersey, because they don't. But we'll see, and we'll see if it's this one that I wear. But Carolina, they've had some excellent jerseys, and they've had some that are close. This one, again, it probably ends up being a little bit lower just due to it being a little bit plain. Number 397, we have Syracuse here. Syracuse, New York. The Scrunch jersey, as I call it, because you just have S and Crunch. And this, of course, is the Tampa Bay affiliate. I got this through the AHL store, of course. It is the only Syracuse jersey that I have currently. That being said, I may end up getting the white one at some point. The logo has always been weird with Syracuse Crunch jerseys. They've always had, to me anyways, it's been a bizarre logo. But I do like the neckline. I find okay. Again, the fact that some of the CCM jerseys in the AHL have that striping like the old Reeboks is so bizarre. And we're up to another Chicago jersey. So this Chicago jersey, this is an old design that they did a throwback to as well. In the 2000s, but this is in the vein of what they wore in the I've got it listed as 1940s, in around that range, and I don't like the logo nearly as much as the one they currently have, which is probably what hurts it. But if it's going to be a jersey that's a recreation of something from the 1940s, you're not going to slap the brand new logo on it. So I get it, but yeah. So this one ends up being 396 on the overall countdown. Number 395 is this Minnesota North Stars jersey. I explained it with the white one. I'll explain it again with the black one. If you do not see the state of Texas on the shoulders, you are looking at a Minnesota North Stars jersey. And it was bizarre when they unveiled this as a replacement to what most, I think, almost universally feel is a fantastic jersey for the Minnesota North Stars. They're green with the yellow, the white, and then the black lines on it as well. Just, it's so perfect. And then they changed to this, and again, it seemed to be with the idea that they were going to change, rebrand, and potentially move. So the word North was gone, it seemed, already before the team had actually moved. That's how it felt at the time. Number 394 is Canes. You know, when Carolina talked about having a new jersey, I was like, that's a good idea. I figured that this would be on the front, but instead it's Canes, which like bolts, sends, caps. And, you know, the New York Rangers immediately said, well, that's an original idea, which, yeah, the Rangers kind of have a point. The Rangers are the one team with word marks on their jerseys that I say, yeah, that is their brand. And with Carolina, there's so many cool things you could do with the jersey of theirs. And I just felt kind of let down with this one, so that's where it's at. And I had to get this one through the Carolina team store. It wasn't released anywhere else that I could find it. In an Adidas, you might be able to find it Fanatics, but an Adidas, I had to go through the Carolina team store to get it. 393. Yes, a reverse retro shows up now. It says 70 because that's, you know, the style they were going for was 1970 Maple Leaf style. The gray is weird, and it's still weird to me that there's gray in it. And I remember when the whole reverse retro thing was started, and I thought, well, how could you do a reverse for Toronto when their colors are always blue and white? And then I realized, well, they could do green, but they didn't do green. And so while this is not towards the bottom of the countdown, as far as I'm concerned at this point, you're ahead of almost 100 jerseys, but there's so much more they could have. Again, it's like the Detroit one, right? There's so much more that could potentially have been done with this. And this is one of those reverse retros that really didn't sell. I still see it on sale on certain sites. I'm pretty sure the Adidas site still has it. Sport Check, Pro Hockey Life, and yeah, it didn't sell. Some of the reverse retros didn't sell as well as I think they had hoped, and I think that's part of. If you're wondering why they haven't announced another 32 or 31 jerseys, I think that's why. I think part of it is just the logistics of it, and yeah, I think some of them just didn't sell the way that they were expected to. Number 392 is the white Toronto Marlies jersey. Again, what this suffers from is that there's no stripes on the bottom. So I just let you guys know why they're rated where they are, and there's no stripes around the bottom. I do really like the logo. I do like that a lot. But the rest of it is just kind of a Toronto-ish jersey. And again, you have Toronto Maple Leafs here on the shoulders, which shows you this is before they changed their logo. This one here I got from Jersey Baron. So I picked this one up because I had the blue one, and I thought, well, I might as well get the white one because, you know, you got to have the matching set. And I knew that since this had the old Toronto logo on the shoulder, I thought that might become harder to find. So for that reasons, I made sure I picked it up. And here it is on the countdown. Toronto Marlies. Number 391. This is very, very similar to what Montreal wears now, admittedly. This is the 1955. At least that's what it was listed at, was their 1955 jersey. I got this one from Cool Hockey. I was thinking ice jerseys, but I'm pretty sure it was from Cool Hockey that they had it on clearance prices. And again, I do prefer the jersey they have now. The neckline here, the ties, and it ended up being further down again because to me it was below the other jerseys that Montreal had, so it gets bumped down. I like the jersey. We're definitely into jerseys I like, and we're going to be getting into jerseys I really like once we get up around 300. There are a lot of jerseys that I'm a pretty big fan of, which it's a good thing too, because otherwise this room would drive me nuts. But yeah, so this one ends up closing out this part of the countdown. If you're a Montreal fan, don't worry. The other Montreal jerseys are higher up. And in general, I think a lot of the current designs that teams wear, a lot of the current jerseys teams wear, are just some of their best designs they've had. So, yeah, there you go. That closes out this part of the countdown. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. If you're browsing your way through, you just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.